Hello gamers, Pet here. Welcome to Pet Plays Football Manager 2015. Yeah, Football Manager 2015 with Norwich Season 2 Episode 1. It's 15 October as you can see, so I've been playing a bit and the episodes are not exactly on the spot where I want to. The reason for that is that I'm watching BlizzCon right now, and usually when I watch BlizzCon, for example, I like to play games that are slow. So I like to play Football Manager, and I kind of want to keep playing, but I have to, record the episodes. So I saved a note. Actually, I totally forgot about this. These are the best goals of the season from the last season in the championship. So let's see. Callum Wilson got this. He's on the third spot, and let's actually switch from the 2D. I'm using the 2D engine. Well, it's kind of no, yeah. This happened before. I press space in order to pause, but space when you are not in the game is actually means advance. So the game advanced. Okay, let's move to director. Loading match highlights. So, as I've said, it's October. It's kind of an interesting. Things are a little bit interesting right now. We had some problems with injuries and other stuff. Wilson. It's a decent goal, actually. It's a decent goal. Okay, the second one, Michele Reingertwood, something like that. Let's see. Wow, why is it loading so slow? It's usually much faster. Okay, throw-in, Trotter. He's passing to Langenrud. He's the guy. Whoa! Holy shit! Holy shit! That was a nice goal, actually. That was a nice goal. And Jota, number 1. Let's see. It's an accurate finish. That's what the text says. I got myself ready for BlizzCon. I bought juice. I brought chips, food. Well, it is a good goal, but I wouldn't say it's like the best goal of the season. To be honest, I like the second one more. Anyway, so what has been happening? Well, we did had a lot of problems with injuries. When we started, there were like about 5 of them, including the defender who Turner just right now got back into not being injured. But as you can see, he dropped a lot because he's also old, so he is going to be as a backup. But still, I don't want to be forced to use it. And basically, I was forced to use Recharge as a defender and use Martin as a defender right. So that went kind of nice. As you can see, Martin rating is kind of good. So let's actually look at the transfers, because some of the transfers happened. Basically, Delfinoso, I think I showed you this before. I got him just for the value so I can sell him later. I've loaned him. Same thing for this dude, but his value is not really that high. I loaned this dude, then I canceled the loan. Because I saw that he's not really that good. I got Richards for free. His contract is pretty high, but his value is also pretty high. And as you can see, he's actually pretty good, so I'm happy that I managed to get him. I loaned Ben Davis. He's playing as a defender left, and as you can see, he's decent, let's say. Then we managed. This is basically our first. We also got Arteta for free. He played a little bit. We basically got this dude for $15 million, which is a lot actually. His value was a little bit higher, I believe. Basically, I scouted him, and as you know, in Football Manager 2015, it's much harder to buy players. Not as in purchase players, but it's harder to find the players that you want to have. And that's basically because it requires you a longer time to actually scout the players, to see the ratings and so on. So basically, I saw that it's 4 stars out of 4 stars. I was also scouting I was also scouting this dude because I remember buying him in the when I played last season with Watford, but his value was much higher. They were asking for like 30 million, and I said, okay, no, this dude is okay. I offered them 50 million. They accepted immediately. Maybe I should have tried to offer them, something lower than that. And then I look, and the scout basically said that he's a absolute purchase, something like that. So I said, okay, let's buy him. He accepted the contract, and basically, it's also pretty hard for me to buy players because I can't offer them a lot of money. Same thing with coaches. I can only offer them like $3,000 per week, and some of them are asking for 9,000. So I can't really sign good coaches. So that's actually a problem. Now, I got this dude, and he seems to be okay. He has anticipation, bravery, composure, concentration, decision. This is something very important, and determination. As mental ability, this is something very, 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 very important, right? Teamwork and work rate, also a little bit of vision, stamina, strength, and some physical abilities. And then I would have loved for him to be better at technical, like only 14 passing, 13 marking, only 13 tackling, heading 14, which is good. But well, hopefully it's going to be okay. And then I watched a couple of episodes on me from last season when I played with Watford, and I remember Augustin Alione used to be like super, super, super good to a point where they offered me $80 million for him, and I remember thinking if I should sell him or not. So basically, I bought him. It says that I bought him for 7.25, but it was basically something like 3 million, and then the other in 2 years or something like that. So as you can see, his ratings, he's fast, and his ratings are not really that high. Like, oh, what the hell? But look, he has been playing. I've been playing him as a midfielder left, and he managed to score almost each game. And you will see it. And you will see it. I loaned this dude, but then I canceled the loan. I loaned Ashley Young, but then I canceled the loan. And then I loaned this dude, and he's still in my team. He has dribbling, some finishing, off the ball is okay. So I haven't really played him that long. But basically, if you look at competition, you will see that we are actually on the 7th spot with 4 wins and 2 losses. So we have been doing pretty good, let's say. And our next game is with Swansea. So again, I was expecting to lose, but as you can see, the start of the friendlies weren't really that great. And then our first game was with Liverpool, and quick 0-3. A goal in minute 4 by Huddlestone. I was like, holy shit, it just started. And the next game, the next official game was with Chelsea. I was like, oh man, this is going to be so extreme. And then when I saw how good those players are playing, because I can see a difference. Look how they are passing in the flag and they are getting the ball. And then Huddlestone is passing, and then poof, goal. Just like that. And I was like, oh man, they are really, really, really playing good. So in minute 11, again, Balotelli, who has been playing well in Football Manager, by the way, is passing in the flank again with no problem. Look how they are finding the players, and then poof, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is going to be a massacre. And then in minute 92, in a way, I was glad that it wasn't more than this. And then, yep, another goal. So I was a little bit disappointed. And then it was a 5-0 with Gillingham. But, Arteta scored, Javier Garrido, I believe it was a free kick, let's see that. And I don't want to show you all those goals because it was a pretty straightforward goal. I was also playing with the backup team, basically. A lot of players like Vadis Odija. I don't really play that guy at all, actually. Garrido with a free kick. So you see, goalkeeper goal, basically. And let's see. Ricky is still in my team, by the way. This dude was loan, and then he came back, and he's still in my team, and I'm forced to play him. Garrido in the flank. And then, again, pretty easy to find the spot. Basically, Ricky. And he scored. He's playing pretty well, in a way. So I'm happy that we at least have him because where Molina got again homesick and shit like that, and he wants to leave. I tried to find him a team. No one was interested in him, and then he got even more mad, and then I decided to well, you see, as you can see, he's living on free transfer. I mean, he's already old. But then I sent him home for like 1 month, and I'm basically not going to play him anymore. Even that when he came back, he said that he's disappointed to find himself transfer listed because he's no longer homesick, but he's decided to prove himself, like whatever. Okay, so the next game is basically with Chelsea. And I know that, you see the result right now, but basically it started like this. Diego Costa immediate 9. And this was the moment when I saw like, holy shit how they play. Holy shit how they move the ball around. And look how many possession and look how many shots they had. And they had a lot of clear-cut chances. Look, 6. Quadrado in the flank, and then poof! I was like, oh man, this is going to be painful. Then in minute 33, Diego Costa again this dude on the flank. He's moving without any problems, as you can see. And again, he's crossing the ball, and then poof! Like, holy shit, what the hell is happening? I was like, so annoyed. And then in minute 59, Nathan Redmond, as you can see, Molina was playing there. Arteta on the flank for Redmond. And I was like, holy shit, we scored. All right, we scored the goal. Sorry, it was 2-1 basically. I was already happy, right? And in minute 74, Martin with a free kick. And then Basong was there, poof. Courtois, what the hell? I was like, oh my god, it's 2-2. I was so happy. But then 6 minutes later, this dude with the strangest hair ever, you will see the picture, Fabregas. Look at the goal. Look at the goal. Boof. Like, holy shit, how the hell? And look at his hair. Look at his hair. What the hell is with that hair, dude? And then, it meant 89 basically. 89. I see this again. Basically. Like, oh my god, it's 3-3. It's 3-3. I was so stressed. And basically, this dude is actually playing pretty well. And then in minute 93, again, you see how they are actually passing around, and my team is actually playing much better. And then this dude is scoring, and it was a 4-3, and I was like, holy shit, I won. I beat Chelsea. 3 points that could be a lifesaver, considering that I wasn't expecting to beat, anyone. Okay, so West Brom, we lost 1-2. They scored in minute 18. And we are basically changing the tactics. I will show you the tactics, and they're playing pretty well overall. At least I can see them. They are passing around and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I remember. I think there were 2 goals like this from the corner or free kick. So yeah, what can you do about it? And again, Sagbo, this dude scored again in minute 80. See, at least they have people to get the ball to. I remember in the championship, they were like the striker alone and then no one to pass the ball to. Okay, so 2-1. 5-0 with Reading. This was so unexpected, but they play so good. Johnny Hawson. As you can see, Sagbo 9.1 rating. 9.5 for Ricky. Martin again, Bennett, Hawson, Martin, and then Hawson again. I was like, yay, we scored. But then 1 minute later, I think I went to the bathroom real fast or something, or to the kitchen, I don't know. And when I come back, I see another goal. And you see how they are passing around. This is pretty nice. And goal. And then minute 24, another 4 minutes later, Olsen. Passing to Ricky, and then Redmond. You see, this is how I wanted them to play last season, because we started to play like this on the wings, and we scored. We had a good start, but then in the end, the tactic didn't work. And then minute 77, Alione. Look, Alione. I basically played him in. Teti is also playing. Arteta is also playing. Look at Alione. Poof. So nice, actually, so nice. And then minute 84, Ricky again. Arteta passing to Sagbo, Ricky, and then Boof, and I was like, oh yes, we won 5-0. It's a good. And but then in Capital One Cup we got West Brom. As you can see, they managed to score. It was an own goal, Ryan Bennett. That's it. But basically, we managed to score in minute 92 with Augustina Leone again. So it was 1-1, and we went to extra time. But yeah, I don't care about that much about the Capital One Cup. But it still would have been nice to win. Let's see the own goal. I kind of forgot about this. So yeah, it wasn't really an own goal. So in minute 92, Alione again. It's a corner. Ricky, Alione, and poof, again. Pretty nice shot. He didn't really think about it. So it was extra time. Morrison, get the ball from him. And then poof, kind of gay. So again, it was 2-1, and then the nail in the coffin. This dude on the flank is going to cross it. Yep, and this dude was there, and then a goal. So that was that. And then with Leicester, we played with Leicester, which in a way it's a weaker team, even though they didn't relegate it. And as you can see, we managed to score in minute 90. I was actually happy with because they had a lot of occasions, as you can see. We had some occasions too, but I remember it being kind of a boring game. Like I didn't saw the highlights kind of at all. I remember. I think Gary Hooper is also playing, and I'm forced to kind of promote him because of Molina, and he's upset. And then again, Alione was there, and I was holy shit. We scored a goal so late, and 3 points is much better than only 1 point, because Leicester is not really that a great team, and surprisingly they didn't relegate it. So that was good. And then we played with Crystal Palace, and basically in minute 5, Ricky. Look, 23 fouls. So Ricky, let's see, Ricky. He almost had a hat-trick, but he decided to miss that penalty. Redmond in the flank, exactly that's how I wanted to play last season. And then Ricky was there, and then in minute 31, Redmond again in the flank, that's how I wanted to play. And then boof, nicely done. And then he missed the penalty, and then they had the sent-off, and blah blah blah. And let's see the tactics. Basically, this is how I'm playing right now. I decided to play with a defensive midfielder because, hey, we are in Premier League, and it's a huge difference between the Premier League and the Championship. So I felt that we need another guy to sit there and help defend. The thing is, the thing with this guy is that he has get forwards whenever possible, and you don't want that from a defensive midfielder. So anyway, we also have Hawson playing as a box-to-box midfielder. I've let him like that. Not sure exactly why it wasn't. That's how I used to play him. As you can see, he has stamina, so he has the ratings for a box-to-box, but it worked. Redmond, again, he's a winger set to attack, and the good thing is that he's actually a midfielder and not an attacking midfielder, as you can see. Well, he's natural on both, actually. Yeah, natural. Hey, he's natural on both. That's kind of nice. And we have Alione, who's basically a natural as a midfielder right. But again, we didn't had a good one. I played Olsen a couple of times, but again, Olsen is more of a wing back dude, and I know he's also a winger. We played him. Yeah, those dudes are actually wing backs. Richards and Davies are set up to wing backs because I like to play on the wing. And then we have Sagbo as a false 9. Basically as a false 9, and these are his stats. And then this dude basically as as a complete forward. surprising. And I wasn't thinking too much about this, and I said in home I was complete for, and I'm not going to change anything since things seem to work. What's important for False 9 is basically the teamwork and the vision, and this dude has 14. This dude, not really. He's very selfish. So yeah, these are basically the tactics. As you see, I'm playing structured, I'm playing counter, and the instructions are basically this. The main idea is to play counter attack. But again, more and when you play counter attack means more direct passing because you want to get the ball and pass it as fast as possible. This is why you are also using the higher tempo. Play out defense because I don't want them to just shoot the ball and then lose possession again. Drop deeper because I want them to come, you know, push higher up means that the defensive line will stay around here. Drop deeper means that they will be probably around here. You can go even much deeper and go around here or something like that. And again, stick to position because I want them to be there. And I'm also playing with offside trap. I kind of forgot to untick this. It's usually a good idea when you play counter attack to play offside, but I'm not sure exactly. Again, things worked for me in those first games, and I don't want to change stuff. And get stuck in because I want them to be aggressive and get the ball. So no high philosophy. I haven't actually seen counter-attack goals. That's the thing. And I read about the tactics some more, and some people actually suggested not to play counter, even that counter says counter-attack, is to play control when you want to play counter-attack. Because when you play counter, players are actually going to pass the ball back to the defense because they have a counter mentality, which means a defensive mentality. So they are forced to kind of pass it back. So anyway, I'm not sure. Let's see how these things are going to turn out. Let's actually look at the competition and look at the transfers. This episode is a little bit too long. Transfers. Let's set him up by fee. Strootman basically came for a shitload of money, and he's not really playing that well. $56 million. Higuain is also at Manchester United, and he's playing pretty well. As you can see, this dude, 49 million. I haven't really scouted him yet. I mean, he's not really playing for that sum of money. Negredo, he went to Valencia. Oh, good finishing, and he's playing pretty well. Subotic to Chelsea, so good, such a good defender, Jesus. And then also from Dortmund, a defender, right? So basically, look, Kokel got from QPR to Manchester City, and he's not really playing at all. I would have wanted him. I actually tried to buy. I think I showed you. I tried to get Harry Maguire. They agreed to something like 7 million with 3 million cash up front, but I only had like 2.7 million cash up front, and I couldn't complete the transfer. So I tried to cancel it and put it a bit back with some low money, but I didn't want it. I would have loved. He's playing kind of crap, but I think that his value is not really that high, and for a backup defender, that would have been nice. So anyway, this is it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.